I'm respectful.
Let's go to the best place to meet. You know, somebody to pursue is obviously the church, right, guys?
Right. Hold it down a little longer.
Find that button stuff.
Don't date the drummer. Don't date the soundboard guy.
You saw that video.
So go. Well, we'll go. We might go back to that question.
Yeah, because we didn't really answer it, but it was coming.
But like, why is it an issue trying to find somebody in the church, and also why is that not like, okay, you just answer that first one. Why is it an issue? What issues do you have with, meeting someone at the church?
Because it feels like an after school hangout place, like after high school. We linked up at the library. This is like the library, but like instead of being the library, it's church. Like, I mean, that's how I genuinely feel. I mean, y'all got games set up. You got a bunch of friends clicked up. You go into the church, you raise your hands, you force out a tear or two, then you leave and you link up again afterwards. I mean, if we being real, like if we really being real, well, I'm just saying, like half of them jokers in there are really just there to hold hands with their boyfriends without their parents around, and they can do it because they're at church. I mean, let's just be honest. Half of y'all are dating dudes you don't have no business dating, and the only reason you can meet up with them is because y'all are at church and your mom approves of the building. But it's not about the building. It's about the fundamentals in the building. But if we really thinking about it, I've heard plenty of people walk out the door of the church. I'm talking about into the main thing, dropping F-bombs. You forgot everything we talked about through the door, and we back to business as usual. This is what I'm talking about. So it's like it's very hard to date in the church because it doesn't feel like the church. It feels like a subsection of the world with the name church on it.
Hold on, wait, because a lot of women, what she's saying, I've heard so many women. I know women.
That's the truth, though. It ain't mad.
She might be on here. She ain't on here, but they don't want a man of God. They look at them as weak. They want. I can't.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I can speak on that too.
The thug.
Here's the thing.
But it's been like that in school. Like,
no, I agree with you. I agree with you because here's the thing. I grew up as the theater kid, so let's just be real with that. Like I got my swag through college, but I was been green, But it's like I was the theater kid. I was the weirdo. I was the one that was running through the cafeteria in my old lady uniform, talking about something. Come see the play tonight. Like that was me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nobody ever batted an eye at me. I was everybody's friend. But I barely knew anybody. Like I was acquaintances with almost half the school, but it was just because I just was me, really, and I just kind of walked around. I did my own thing, but even me being genuinely me, I wasn't popular because I wasn't walking around with booty shorts on. I wasn't being fast in the behind. I wasn't meeting guys up after the park doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do, and because I wasn't doing that, I wasn't perceived as cool. And I used to be attracted to the guys that would do that kind of stuff, or I would always be attracted to the guys that were athletic and the football players and all that stuff. Not to say they have a bad rep, but I mean, be for real. But
it's like, why is that? Why are we naturally attracted to that?
I don't know that, and I think it's because
naturally like that.
No. And I think it's because the definition of masculinity.
Not no more.
The definition of masculinity is completely.
I never like football players.
I'm saying you don't like the bad girls, the girls.
But the thing is, the guys are in the same breath. While we're sitting here talking about guys, in the same breath would be like, I like an all natural girl, but to bring a BBL girl home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, but let's talk about it though, because you're like, I like an all natural girl. I don't want nobody wearing makeup, but you with the girl that got lip fillers. You with the girl that go and get her body done. It's like you. There's limits to what y'all say are hard passes.
I'm putting it on him.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I don't want none of that.
But that's what you say.
But
then your Instagram pages of girls that look exactly the opposite of who you say you like.
But look, the people.
It won't stop. I don't know what's going on.
Tap it again to make it stop.
Oh, there you go.
No, like when I saw like some popped a balloon and they said, "Nah, I want a girl natural," no. And I'm looking at this girl. I'm like, I know she got work done, and y'all like I would have popped my balloon, but y'all are over here giving her a chance, and like, are y'all crazy?
And it's because they stopped thinking with their brain.
But I'm gonna tell you what happened with them. The game changed.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I'm trying to find somebody to build a relationship with. It was like, oh, I got to do some of this girl now. The temptation, the pleasure sensors took over.
Yeah.
They say they want a girl with no eyelashes, but that's the ones they pick. And then they wonder why we get eyelashes.
Right.
I don't know. Like,
so
you go ahead.
All right. So multiple things.
I know he revved up. You ready to go?
I like this conversation.
Come on.
I'm really chilling.
Hit him with the.
I'm really chilling.
I'm revved up.
So a few things. I think that. So the first thing was about how women like a lot of like these men that are like basically like hard thugs, whatever they are. I think when you boil it down, that women, one of the things that they desire is security. And so even through a warped view, those types of men provide a level of security. And so whether it's because they're like big and strong, there's like a physical security that they can provide. Not to say that they actually do by like that the women should feel secure.
There's some traits about them that are
that
good.
They can see, they feel like, oh, people respect him. He's like strong and masculine, and there's a level of security that can come with that. It's not to say that they actually really, I'm not saying that women truly appreciate
No.
that.
I hear what you're saying. I just feel like with that level of security comes a level of immaturity. But you can continue to keep going. No. I agree with you.
But
I'm
the
just like
security part. So if they can trick us to provide this level of security, how are they doing that?
Well, wait, how are
we
they?
falling
men?
for
If a
that?
man
Why
is
are women
confident,
falling for
he
that
can
fit
make
false
he can make
security?
some people believe some stuff and be confident.
So I mean, I think that, for example, I think the opposite of a lot of those men is like the nice guy, who he doesn't necessarily immediately present all that level of security, even though maybe he'd be more emotional. He may provide more emotional
You're
security.
probably grown into it
But
more
you
naturally.
can't discern
That's our
that just
natural.
by experience, by seeing
Man,
him.
it's natural.
And so
Probably.
so I think when you hear a lot of what a lot of the main things that you hear about what women really appreciate in men, about their height, about their money, about their status, about some women, about men's sexual like prowess, is that all of that in some weird way can be boiled in some level of security. Him being a certain height is like a physical security. Him having certain money is like financial security. Him having status is like your life security, like the experiences that you get to do. And then sexual security is like, you're gonna be able to be sexually pleased. And so it's not to say that they're good, but I think it gets at the base of what a lot of women are looking for. They desire to be secure.
So I think God created it for women to men are providers.
Correct.
And they provide security. And we need that.
Yeah.
Like that's a necessity for us.
The right
And
security.
so I don't think that we sense security from someone we see. I think it's more of, I think we lie to ourselves. I think we're lustful.
There it is.
We're lustful, and it's for men too. And we see someone that this person I am attracted to.
Right.
And so I'm going to make him everything that I need. I'm going to make this man change. And that's not fair. And then when we get into these toxic relationships, they told us who they are. We've told them who we are, but we don't care. I'm not pointing at you. But when a man was like, oh, I don't never want to get married, or I don't never want to have children, and we still, instead of saying you're not for me, we still, he don't know what he needs. I'm a change him. And then now we're in abusive relationships, toxic relationships. We're giving up our virginity and all these things because we're afraid to lose this person, and then what do? We take it to the altar. Lord, please change this man. Bring this man. God's like, that man don't belong to me. I gave him free will.
He said, don't even call my name. I didn't even put my hand on this.
He ain't said nothing. He ain't asked for me. He ain't even said my name. So I can't do anything. I can only give you somebody that belongs to me. Right. And we get into all this trouble, and guess what? Now God ain't real. Now we're leaving the church.
I saw a post on Instagram the other day that really put stuff into perspective to me, because I've always been the type that's like, and this is gonna be a shocker to most people, but not really though. But it's like, I've never been in a relationship before. I've never been in a serious relationship. It's never got past the talking stage, because my discernment is fine. Like I feel like that's like one of the gifts I've gotten from God, but it's like I smell that before most people do. And it's like, I just that you don't got that smell on you. You don't got that oil. You just can't smell the oil. You can't smell it. And so I just go before, and they be like, dang, where'd she go? Before they even get settled. It's because I'm not in the business of wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? And so I've never been in a relationship, because it's like I date for marriage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here use that word of like, we text for a week and all of a sudden I'm banning your phone. Don't disrespect me like that. You didn't even earn that title. Like I can't stand. We text for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden I'm bae with hearts on your phone. Like, what do you mean? What's my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand them iMessage daters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all talk, y'all talk for a month.
I'm telling you.
Y'all talk for a month and all of a sudden y'all solidify. That's bae. It's like, how? What's Bae's first name, last name, middle name? What does he like to do? What are his, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not asking these questions. And I
How
think,
does he
again,
act
I
when
go
he get
back to,
angry?
and I go back to saying, these people, y'all are scary. And what camera is it? All of y'all scary,
This
okay?
whistle right there.
Right, y'all are scary, okay?
That's
And,
this one.
oh, y'all are scary, okay? We gonna find
I
the
had to
camera.
get closer.
All of y'all scary, okay?
Who's the scary people though?
Women and men. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all sit on these dates, y'all twirl around this spaghetti. You know you hungry, sis, and you eating this salad like you don't want that burger. Like, I'm going to be myself 100% on the first date because I'm not playing around. Yes, I could smash 2 burgers, probably eat more than you. And what about it? Are you gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just, y'all put on these fronts, these facades. Y'all start dating the facades and then get pissed when y'all forget that y'all are putting on the facades and they drop. You're like, who is this? And they be like, oh, that's the dude that she was lying to in the beginning. He was also lying. Now y'all looking at two people, it's like the whole makeup effect. You go to the club, they turn on the lights. Ooh, you know who is that? The girl you've been talking to all night? Just because they had some cover on don't mean it's going to drop eventually. That's why it's like I always tell people, be silent first. You clock somebody, clock them for real. Watch them a little bit. You always hear people say, oh, how did you meet? I saw her from across the room. And guess what he did? Before he approached, he watched you. I used to get told my whole life, you stare too much. You stare too much. There's a reason why I stare. Because you can learn a lot from people's actions because when they don't think anybody's watching them, they're naturally being themselves. So if I'm at the bar and you over there chilling and I got my little martini and you over there throwing them back because you don't think nobody's watching, I'm clued in. You might have a drinking problem. Now most people are like, oh, well, he can fix that. Okay, or he can whoop your behind. I'm sorry. We have to think about all the things. Everybody's like, oh, you just doomsday. I'm not doomsday. I'm just not going to be out here doing Delulu stuff because that's something that's popular in 2024 too. I'm calling y'all ladies out. Oh, I just like to be Delulu. That's not cute. It's not cute. Like, I can't deal with people who aren't intelligent. It really makes my brain itch. Like, when I'm around people that just feel like they're stupid, like when they literally texting messages. Oh yeah, LOL, FMO. Oh, that's not even Sigma. Like, what are we talking about? Like, y'all are literally like slow. Like I hold my degree and my intelligence on my chest because I worked hard for it. I'm not a dumb girl, and I don't want to converse with dumb people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like with that, there's a certain status of people that can come in my circle and converse with me. And that doesn't mean that you're not a good person. That just means you're not my person.
Yo, this episode about to blow up.
I'm just saying, like, y'all have to start walking.
No, this one of them episodes.
Yeah, y'all have to start walking. Ladies and men have to start walking, knowing what they come and bring to the table. Because everybody's like, oh, what do you bring to the table? I have a whole list of things I bring to the table, including the table. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to know because people are like, oh, I'm just the girl that's going to sit at the table. And you're going to be the silly one that if something happens, it's like people don't think about the full picture. You're only thinking about what you can get at that moment, like you said, temptation in that moment. But you have to start thinking broad picture.